Hello everybody, in today's video we're talking about the Garden State, New Jersey, a place the average person only knows through TV shows, late-night comedy, and reality show stereotypes. People think of the Jersey Shore boardwalk drama, the turnpike traffic, maybe a couple scenes from The Sopranos where Tony is driving through toll booths and grabbing an egg sandwich. But inside motorcycle culture, Jersey means something completely different. When bikers talk New Jersey, we're talking Pagans, Thug Riders, Thunderguards, serious East Coast powerhouses. We're talking history, intensity, brotherhood, conflict, and loyalty. We're talking a small state with a huge outlaw footprint. Today, we're breaking down New Jersey's coast-to-coast outlaw culture, past and present. Let's get into it. We run the night. We run the night. Big shout out to the Ghosts and the Ghost Sets, the place where we talk everything motorcycle related, everything MC related, and everything tied into the lifestyle we love. Your host for the evening. And if you're from New Jersey, drop a hashtag New Jersey in the comments. Tonight's episode is a full deep dive into motorcycle clubs, legendary riders, bike rallies, the top places to ride, and the whole Jersey biker world. If it moves on two wheels and it belongs to New Jersey, we're covering it. The Pagans MC, New Jersey's long-standing heavyweight. When you talk East Coast outlaw culture, you cannot skip New Jersey. For decades, Jersey was dominated by two major clubs, the Pagans and the Hells Angels. And honestly, most conversations start with the Pagans because their impact on the East Coast is impossible to ignore. Even though the Pagans were founded in Maryland back in 1959, by the early 1970s they had spread throughout New Jersey like wildfire. It didn't take long before the Garden State felt like their kingdom. They operated heavily from the top of Newark down through Atlantic City, and every club that wanted to move into Jersey had to deal with them first. They weren't just another presence, they were the presence. The feud between the Pagans and the Hells Angels has been one of the longest-running rivalries in MC history, and New Jersey has been one of the main battlegrounds, whether that was bars, rallies, parking lots, or stretches of highway where club colors have crossed paths for decades. The Pagans' activity has kept them under federal watch for years. In June 2021, federal prosecutors charged 11 members with narcotics distribution, firearms offenses, and violent crimes in aid of racketeering, part of an investigation tied directly to New Jersey operations. Months later, in December 2021, two confirmed Pagans were indicted for a shooting involving an associate of the Hells Angels on the New Jersey Turnpike. Prosecutors described it as part of a long-standing feud between the clubs. Both men were also charged with weapons and drug-related offenses. That same year, Conan, the Pagans' national president, was sentenced to 33 months in prison for being a felon in possession of a firearm after being stopped by federal agents while returning from a pagan event in the state. Despite all that heat and decades of intense surveillance, the Pagans remain one of the most dominant outlaw motorcycle clubs, not just in New Jersey, but on the entire East Coast. The Hells Angels, New Jersey's infamous rival. Next up, we have the Hells Angels, a household name worldwide. Founded in Fontana, California in 1948, they expanded across the country and established chapters in key territories, and New Jersey quickly became one of their strategic strongholds. Jersey works perfectly for them because the cities are dense, the highways connect major East Coast routes. It's a direct corridor between New York City and Philadelphia ports, and industrial zones make it a transportation hub. They set up chapters in Newark, Elizabeth, and Bayonne, making New Jersey an essential piece of their national network. Law enforcement cases over the decades have tied individual New Jersey members to firearms possession, assaults, and organized crime investigations. But even after all the raids, arrests, wiretaps, and surveillance operations, the Hells Angels still have a presence in the state today. Jersey has seen its fair share of red and white. The Thunderguards MC, a Delaware legacy with Jersey roots. The Thunderguards MC, founded in Wilmington, Delaware, are another East Coast MC with deep ties to New Jersey. They were one of the earliest black outlaw clubs on the East Coast, and their lightning bolt patch has been recognized for decades. New Jersey was one of the first places outside Delaware where their club got traction. If you hit big tri-state events, New York, Philly, Camden, Newark, East Orange, you see the Thunderguards out there. They also built alliances with several major East Coast clubs, including maintaining communication with the Pagans, who control large sections of the region. Their roots may be Delaware, but New Jersey has been part of their territory for generations. Quick break. Support the channel. If you're loving the content, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment with your city or your club. The Thunderguards MC, Newark born and nationwide. Now let's talk about one of the most recognizable Jersey-based clubs, the Thunderguards MC. These guys started in Newark, one of the toughest, grittiest cities in the country, and built themselves into a national club. In recent years, they've been the subject of enforcement actions in several states, including cases in Puerto Rico, incidents in Ohio, and shootouts in Florida, all of which drew extra attention to their rapid growth. Despite the heat, the Thunderguards have continued expanding. They show up at bike blessings, charity rides, memorial events, and their huge annual party in Jersey called Bump the Curb. Rest in peace to Man One Enter, a respected brother whose impact is still felt. New Jersey also has an Outcast MC presence, as well as Wheels of Soul MC in South Jersey near the Philadelphia border. The culture in Jersey is diverse. Riders come from every background: Black, white, Latino, Asian, Caribbean, Italian, Portuguese, you name it. The 90s and early 2000s brought a massive surge when DMX and the Rough Riders anthem had the streets roaring. Sport bikes and Harleys were everywhere. Urban riding culture exploded. But to understand Jersey fully, you have to understand the conditions. The state has been called a high crime zone, the car theft capital, and home to some of the most corrupt cops ever exposed. But the motorcycle community, different story. There's a deep sense of unity. Clubs like the Newark Knights run the biggest bike blessing on the East Coast. And in neighborhoods with high crime, they create peace, family, and community for riders. When tragedy hits, a kid injured by violence, a rider passing unexpectedly, the clubs pull together for memorial rides, fundraisers, and community support. 1% or 99%, it doesn't matter. Everyone shows love. Underrated New Jersey clubs. The workhorses of the state. Now let's honor the clubs who keep the culture going behind the scenes. They don't always make headlines, but they keep the foundation strong. Redliners, MC Bad Boys, MC Felony Riders Most Wanted, Central Jersey Road Dogs, Speed, Assassins, Bounce Squad, Newark Knights, Ghost Riders, Soul Survivor, Forsaken, MC Brats, MC Musu, Fresh Money, Divas, Money in the Bank, MC EOS, Cowboys. Number 1, Stunners Jersey Trendsetters, Passaic City Riders, Mommies, On 2 Top Gunners. These clubs run the charity events, the fundraisers, the toy drives, the bike blessings, the food donations, and the community work. New Jersey's famous biker celebrities. People don't usually think of New Jersey when they think of bikers, but the state has produced some real legends. Bruce Springsteen, the boss. Born in Freehold, Bruce Springsteen is one of the most famous musicians alive. But what a lot of people don't realize is that he's a lifelong biker. He's been riding Harleys for decades. In 2016, he broke down in Wall Township, and what happened next said everything about biker culture. A group of Jersey riders recognized him, helped him with his bike, and he ended up hanging out with them for a while. No celebrity attitude, just riders helping riders. Queen Latifah, Newark's icon. Born in North Jersey, Queen Latifah is one of the most respected women in entertainment history. She's a Grammy winner, Emmy winner, Oscar nominee, actress, rapper, and producer. What many people don't know is that she's a biker, and she rides in honor of her late brother, who was a member of Redliners MC before he tragically passed in a motorcycle accident. Her riding is personal, emotional, and rooted in family. Ronnie Feist, East Coast FMX legend. Born in Mays Landing, Ronnie Feist is a freestyle motocross star, X Games competitor, and founding member of the wild FMX group Metal Militia. He brought East Coast toughness and Jersey attitude into a sport that was mostly dominated by California riders. Top 5 places to ride in New Jersey expanded. 1. Skyline Drive. A North Jersey treasure, twisting roads, mountain views, quiet overlooks, and some of the most cinematic scenery in the state. 2. The Pine Barrens. A massive wilderness, dirt roads, abandoned villages, ghost stories, and silence so deep you hear your pipes echo for miles. 3. High Point State Park. The highest elevation in the state. One of the best views on the East Coast. Beautiful in summer, breathtaking in fall. 4. Route 519. A long, peaceful rural route. Smooth asphalt, light traffic, miles of farmland, and pure riding therapy. 5. The Jersey Shore runs Sandy Hook to Seabright to Asbury Park to Long Branch. Ocean breeze, boardwalks, scenic stops. Perfect for an all-day trip. New Jersey bike rallies. Small state, big energy. New Jersey throws down when it comes to biker rallies. Wildwood, bike rally, huge crowds, custom builds, vendors, food, music, boardwalk vibes, and the entire Northeast pulling up. Freedom Fest, patriotic energy, vets, burnout pits, long rides, live concerts, and engines shaking the road. Jersey Devil Run, deep pine barrens, riding, bonfires, pitch black pine forests, old folklore, and a real outlaw vibe. Local runs Ride to Fight Suicide, Wayne Veterans Memorial Ride, Jackson Red Knights Poker Run, Galloway countless charity rides from local MCs. New Jersey rallies combine energy, attitude, family, and community. Closing, big shout out to everyone from New Jersey and everyone who represents the culture with pride. The Garden State may be small geographically, but its impact on motorcycle culture is enormous. From the gritty streets of Newark to the rural backroads of the Pine Barrens, from high-energy rallies on the shore to quiet charity rides in the suburbs, New Jersey offers a mix of tradition, chaos, and community unlike any other state. MCs here aren't just about colors or patch placements. It's about brotherhood and sisterhood, loyalty, and showing respect to those who came before you. Every ride, every charity event, every memorial run strengthens bonds that go beyond the road, and that's one thing that sets Jersey apart. Even in a state infamous for its traffic jams, high crime, and relentless urban grind, the motorcycle community has found a way to foster respect, culture, and tradition. If you ride in Jersey, you understand it's not always glamorous. The streets aren't perfect. Winters are brutal. Summer heat can be unforgiving. Traffic can test the patience of any seasoned rider. Yet the roads also tell stories. Stories of rivalry, history, legends, and everyday people dedicating themselves to the lifestyle. Each club, whether it's a well-known powerhouse like the Pagans or an underrated gem like the Soul Survivors, contributes to this living, breathing ecosystem of biker culture. It's not just about rebellion either. Many clubs organize toy drives, fundraisers, and bike blessings. They provide mentorship for younger riders, support local families when tragedy strikes, and even help out during emergencies. This balance between outlaw reputation and genuine community work is uniquely Jersey, a combination of respect, toughness, and compassion. And let's not forget the legends we mentioned. Bruce Springsteen, Queen Latifah, Ronnie Feist. They're not just celebrity bikers. They embody the spirit of the road, honoring tradition, passion, and the personal histories that connect them to the state's culture. Their stories remind us that biker culture isn't just about image. It's about soul, heart, and dedication. So, whether you're cruising Skyline Drive at sunset, carving through the Pine Barrens on a crisp autumn morning, or rolling into a packed Wildwood rally, New Jersey is alive with motorcycle culture at every turn. It's about the people, the machines, the streets, and the stories behind each ride. Remember, whether you're 1% or 99%, what matters is respect, love for the road, and loyalty to your brothers and sisters in the lifestyle. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, wherever you ride,